Next up, we are going to talk about collaboration, which is very near and dear to my heart. And I probably should have started with first, but I didn't. But that's okay because we are now going to talk about it. Hello, hello, hello. We are back and we are continuing our series on how nonprofits can really lean in and sustain themselves during these tumultuous times, right? Where funding is getting scarce, donors and are disappearing, donations are going down. Funders are getting really wary, specifically of people and organizations operating in the social and environmental space with this current administration doing all that they're doing. But um, I don't think you have to lose hope. I still think there is ways to sustain yourself, little places to dig in. First, we talked about just volunteers and making sure you're able to retain those volunteers are such a huge benefit to you, especially if you have a small organization, not a lot of staff, or you're struggling to retain staff. And because, people are expensive. And we'll probably talk a little bit more later, but catch that video, that volunteer video, if you didn't catch it before, to take a look at different ways to retain your volunteers. Now, next up, we are going to talk about collaboration, which is very near and dear to my heart. And I probably should have started with first, but I didn't. But that's okay because we are now going to talk about it. Collaboration is just collaboration is everything in my personal opinion. I think there are 100 million ways to collaborate, different people to collaborate. And you can collaborate, of course, with your volunteers, your board, your donors, your community, which is probably one of the most important places to collaborate. But we're going to dive into it just a little bit more and talk a little bit more about it. Um, but here's the thing. I see like the word collaboration being tossed around a lot. It's like the new buzzword. This is the new it girl on the street. Um, Collaboration isn't what people seem to be thinking it is. Uh, they use collaboration, they use partnerships a lot. Um, Usually it's like, hey, let's, collaborate and basically I want you to pay me money to do your thing. No, that's a service. That is not collaboration. A lot of nonprofits also think, partnerships, collaboration is just these big businesses, these big organizations giving them money for them to do stuff. And that is, in a sense, a type of collaboration, and it's the one that we're always looking for, but it is not one of the ones that you need to focus on because when you really get into collaboration, when you really learn what it is and what it can do for your organization, it's just so important and then your mind is blown. And so I'm going to get into a few of those things right now. So, number one, like collaboration, like real collaboration can really help you to save on resources, right? If you are working with another organization, specifically one that is really aligned with you and what you do, then you can conquer the world with fewer resources, right? We're not overburdening our staff. We are not draining our bank accounts trying to get things done because we are sharing things and having them with other organizations. This is essentially like the barter system in the best sense. But of course, it takes time to get there. It means building relationships. But we'll get into all of that later. So, again, benefits, we're saving on resources, right? We're saving on resources, we're saving money, we are saving our staff time. These are all the things that collaboration can really help you with. Okay, my dog has decided to join the talk. Okay, so the other thing, of course, is just increasing your impact, which is what we all should be aiming to do as nonprofit organizations, right? We want to make sure we are digging into our mission and really increasing our impact. And you can amplify your impact, not just like double it, but like 10 times that impact when you partner with another organization. The other thing is just learning new skills, getting new knowledge. This is one aspect that we kind of forget about. When you work with other people, you learn things that you didn't know, right? You learn about different things that are happening. You learn about different resources that they may have, but you can only do that when you're partnering and learning and exchanging ideas and knowledge and skills and all of that in this beautiful world of collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, there are 51 million different ways that you can collaborate, and we'll probably get more into that in another video. Actually, I will link a video and a webinar that I have done before to really get you that information. But for right now, I just want to focus on collaboration being this amazing opportunity to not just get more funds during a tumultuous time, but to save on your funds and still be able to do the impact, to still be able to do the work and increase your impact um, over time. So, hey, let's talk about the different ways that you can collaborate. So, there's simple, just like resource sharing, right? Whether that's facilities or technology, staff as well, different things that you can do in order to save on your funds. You can share resources like software. You can partner with each other to create different programs together, as well as having different programs and partnerships and projects, events, workshops. There are so many different ways to do this, right? One area that I really love and would love to see more is just really the collaboration between like Hollywood and different nonprofits, where we're seeing so many different films and documentaries come out that really showcase the nonprofits, their mission, and the impact that they're having on the world and their communities. Whether, it's just an amazing kind of collaboration going on that's really helping to amplify nonprofits as well as get some of these movies made, right? I have seen organizations that have come together to create huge impact. I think about like the Pay Up campaign that Remake did in collaboration with several other different organizations who had been previously working by themselves and doing different things. But when they started to come together and really did a collaborative, concerted, like intentional effort to figure out what was happening with the suppliers and the brands that were canceling a bunch of orders during COVID. I should probably talk more about that. We'll leave a link. We'll leave a link for you about the Pay Up campaign. But they were able to get like so much money, like billions of dollars back for these suppliers, just because they decided to come together and collaborate. And that's just this amazing example of amplifying your impact by collaborating with other organizations. One other thing that has been coming up a lot is these joint grant applications. A lot of grant makers and funders are really looking for ways to um, just amplify the impact that their money is having. And so they are writing these joint grants or introducing these joint grants where different organizations can come together or they have to come together and collaborate in order to make this happen. Like they want to see like two, three different organizations in a coalition that are working towards a goal. And that helps to amplify the impact. And so, if you can find organizations that you align with that are doing such great work that go with your values, in your mission, and you guys can work towards a really similar goal, get with them, apply for some grants together. You'll be amazed at what you can make happen. We will probably get into the hows and everything more later, but I really just wanted to leave you with collaboration being this great opportunity to share resources, save funds, keep your staff from being burned out, and increase your impact in these times when you just don't know what's happening. You need to keep things stable and sustainable.